Hey, I'm Braxton Stowe. I'm a sophomore, and I'm from Bermuda.
We had some communication misunderstandings that wouldn't have happened if you were in Bermuda.
Oh, a lot. When I first came to America, I was 11, 12 years old. I went to high school in Florida, and so I had a very thick Bermudian accent when I first came here, so a lot of people had a tough time understanding me because I was used to the accent. And one thing I realized that Americans talk a lot faster than we do in Bermuda, so it's kind of tough to pick up. Even though we speak English, it just sounded so different to me. So, and people just had a really tough time understanding me. That would be the biggest difficulty I had.
Okay, so you wanted people to slow down.
Yeah, when I first came, I wanted people to slow down. Everything in America moves a lot faster than it does back home in the island. So, another difference is the grade levels, the way you guys say it in America. So in America, we freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And back home in Bermuda, it's just grade 9, 10, 11, 12. You don't say freshman, sophomore.
Alright, what's something that you like in Bermuda that you wish we did more in the United States?
One thing is in Bermuda, when you're walking down the street or you pass somebody, everybody speaks to each other. They give each other a wave. Even if you don't know the person, you just ask them how their day is going, see how their family is doing. Just basic question like that. I feel like back home is a little more friendlier vibe, where everybody says, hey, how you doing? Actually takes the time out the day to have a short little conversation with them. That's one thing I don't really see here in America.
Hey, I'm Jackson Ward. I'm a sophomore from Alberta, Canada.
What's the major differences you've noticed between the way we communicate here in the U.S. and the way you communicate back in Alberta?
I mean, obviously it's fairly similar, but the biggest thing I noticed, at least right away, was everyone likes to abbreviate things a lot. Whether today will be TD or tonight will be TN and stuff like that, and the government organizations and stuff so Canada Post, we just call it Canada Post, we just call it CP. USPS is what you say. You never say United States Postal Service, which is long, but still, and a lot of other things like that.
Have you had a lot of misunderstandings involving slang, or just not understanding what someone's trying to say?
Yeah, last year, one of the guys on our team from Florida, he would say something in our group text, and every time for the first few months of school, I would spend probably about 5 minutes trying to decipher what he was saying, because the amount of slang he used that I'd never heard of before was ridiculous.
So what's one thing communication-wise that you've noticed that's different from Canada that you kind of miss?
Yeah, so back home, everybody, since we have lots of French Canadians, everybody knows at least a little bit of French. You take some French in high school, and so people like my mom, she'll use French words and sayings when she really doesn't have to, and everybody will kind of get it. She'll tell you to shut up, she'll say fermez la bouche, which means close your mouth. And down here I'll say something like that, or I'll say s'il vous plaît, which means please, and so nobody will have any clue what I'm saying. You guys do the same thing with Spanish, but I mean we kind of know those as well.
You guys know everything.
So.
Brainiac. Why'd you come to America?
I played baseball. We played baseball in Canada, but you can't play baseball in college really at the same level, and it's a lot harder to move on.
So what was it like learning English? Was that pretty tough, coming from a place where the language is comprised of saying the word beaver in 3,000 different tones?
Well, I don't think it was any tougher for me than the rest of my classmates, because, and maybe you as well, because we also speak English in Canada. So.
Got the jokes.